Hey guys, so I hope y'all are having a great day. It's February 15th, um, and today I'm back. So today I'm going to be talking about this, really this week's significant, uh, really just overall like significant storm system. We're going to be looking at potential for heavy snow and potential for severe weather, and also potential for some pretty significant winds in today's video. Let me just go ahead and apologize for not uploading over the past couple of days. My computer has had overheating problems. I gotta get it checked out. What happened was, in the case of just one day, it went from being completely fine to just slowing down dramatically because it was overheating, and it kept having to, I guess, just throttle my CPU. I don't really know how to. I don't really know much about it, but so yeah, I gotta get that checked out. I have no clue why or what's going on with it. I'm assuming it's just something wrong with the fan because I've I completely just wiped it twice, like everything, and I've also checked for malware, and I have none, which I haven't really gone on anything that I would have gone any uh, malware off of. So, but I'm sorry about that. That's why I'm currently on my old device that I used to make videos on. I haven't made a video on this thing in 2 years, so it's been a while. So sorry. This is also this thing is pretty slow. So sorry if there's any just lag or anything going on. I apologize about that. But let's go ahead and get started. So this is our day two outlook for February 17th. This is our day two outlook for Thursday this week. Or no, this is our day two outlook for Wednesday, February 16th. My bad. This is for tomorrow. Keep thinking it's Wednesday. Um, but we can see we have a slight risk for areas of Oklahoma and Texas right there. Oklahoma City's in that. Okay, of course. That was the SBC's. This website just does that sometimes. But Oklahoma City, Dallas, Fort Worth is kind of in it. Yeah, Dallas, Fort Worth, Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Arlington. And the marginal risk goes all the way over to the Little Rock area. We got a 5% tour, 15, a 15 wind to 15 hail. Overall, pretty interesting. We go to day three, and we have a slight risk here that goes from around kind of the generally right to the west of Little Rock over into almost the Nashville, down to the Birmingham area there. Marginal risk goes way far east though, even into Raleigh, Columbia, South Carolina, Macon, Georgia, down even Montgomery's kind of on that edge of that slight risk. Uh, Pretty big slight risk though. Pretty active also for February, like for a February standpoint also. It's just not something we see all the time in February, but we have seen some sort of events that have been pretty significant in the past couple of years, or not the past couple of years, but the past like several years in February. It's just not really all that common to see an event. Kind of, I guess like this, but yeah. So we take a look at our current National Weather Service hazards map. A lot going on here, so let's go ahead and kind of just break this down here. So in this kind of light blue shading here that we see in central Illinois there, for an example, it goes all the way down to northern Oklahoma. That is winter weather advisories right there. In this green area, I'm pretty sure this is flash flood watches. Let's see. Yeah, so in that green area, that is a flood watch. Okay, my bad. And then we have a wind advisory located right here, going down even the Mississippi up into the Columbus, Ohio area for almost the whole state of Kentucky. Uh, and widespread red flag warnings in Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, Texas Panhandle, and Western Texas. And also on the west here, we have some winter weather advisories. Yeah, winter weather. Or wait, no, I am sorry. Gosh, I'm just not doing good today. In this area from northern Oklahoma to northern Indiana, let me correct myself. Those are winter storm watches. I'm sorry about that. We have winter weather advisories though further to the northwest in Montana, Idaho, Wyoming, down into Colorado. Felt like something was wrong there. I'm sorry about that, but and also in the west here we have some high wind warnings. In California and wow, well, a lot of wind advisories. California, Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico. So yeah, that's that. Boston over here has already issued some high wind watches. I'm assuming those are high wind watches. Yeah. Uh, yeah, Boston has already issued some high wind watches for areas of Rhode Island. I'm pretty sure the whole state of Rhode Island there, and a good bit of Massachusetts there to the south of Boston. So that's what we're looking at currently. Pretty active, I guess you could say. Let's go ahead and not really take a. We'll overall just we'll take a look at this real quick. Uh, so we can go out to. I'll give you. I'm sorry. This device isn't all that quick, but plus I haven't used this thing in like 2 years. I do have it synced with my with the same account I used on my computer. I use on my computer, so that's why all my bookmarks are the same. Uh, but it's definitely a lot slower. I mean, right now I'd say it's faster than my computer though. But yeah, this is our storm system. This is just an example of what could happen Thursday afternoon here. Snow falling in Kansas City, Peoria, Illinois. That kind of rain snow line, or that freezing rain kind of sleet line setting up across areas of Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, and the severe weather threat further to the south. Let's go ahead and go over to College of DuPage, Joe, and we're going to go kind of region by region with this. So with precipitation type here, let's go ahead and start on the winter weather threat in the Midwest here. So this is kind of late tomorrow. We have some freezing rain starting to come together across the areas of Iowa, southern Wisconsin, maybe some snow showers and flurries further to the north. Nothing significant. But as we get to as we get closer to sunrise Thursday morning, we can see it begins to get a lot more organized. We have winter, even some snow and freezing rain falling in northern Oklahoma, into Kansas. I mean Missouri, some freezing rain, maybe some snow mixing in, and into Illinois and Michigan. Though we can see we have some some snow just beginning. But then once we get the low to really come into that area, we can see it's dumping snow over Kansas by sunrise Thursday morning, dumping snow over Oklahoma, Kansas City, just getting dumped on there, and we can see all that heavy snow coming into Peoria, Illinois now, Chicago kind of getting in that on that as well, and into northwest Indiana and Michigan. So this is overall this here is a pretty classic thing that we see in February or March. Even some snow, maybe some snow flurries like northwest Arkansas. This is pretty significant. We take a look at total accumulations with the Kuchera ratio. Now, some of this I feel like might be a little bit overdone here, because I mean 20 inches in Kansas City. Not out of the question considering a model does actually have it, but is it likely? No. We'll take a look at a few other solutions in just a second. Wichita coming in with about a foot there. Peoria about 21 inches on this. Chicago just about a foot. Even areas like Oklahoma City that may be getting some light accumulating snow. Take a look at another solution though. For example, we take a look at the 18Z NAM3. It is a lot further to the north, which is something to note. We can see areas like Oklahoma City getting nothing. Kansas City though is still getting a lot, so I'd say there's a pretty good bet that Wichita and Kansas City, we see like some heavy snow setting up in. Generally this area here, I think we're gonna see it's a lot of heavy snow. Still though, I'm coming in for about half a foot in Peoria, maybe some tire accumulations as well. So, definitely a pretty significant winter storm. Even in the Michigan and then in the Canada, we see a lot of snow like this. And even on the backside, we could be looking at some flurries in some areas, which is why we see accumulations down to southern Illinois, southern Indiana, areas of Ohio. Now with this, I don't exactly. This is on the backside, so I don't think we're gonna see great accumulations or anything, but definitely maybe some flurries. So yeah, that's the winter side of things. We follow this into the northeast briefly here on the HRRR, or we'll take a look at the NAM3, and we can see that the majority of that snow stays to the north of the northeast. We can see maybe far northern Maine, far extreme northern New York, maybe getting a little bit, but really it's pretty much clears the whole northeast here. But something that's going to be a bit of a problem in the northeast is going to be the wind. So this is the NAM3. This is Friday morning. We're seeing widespread gusts of 40 to 50 miles per hour. in areas like New York City, areas of Long Island, maybe getting gusts up to like 50, 60. Areas like Boston, 40 to 50 mile per hour gusts, maybe a little bit higher in some areas. Also depending on like on kind of like where you live and like your elevation. Uh, I mean, we can see the wind is just getting started though. Thursday night here, and I mean it's I mean definitely it's going pretty hard in that area. Uh, could we get windy.com pulled up real quick? I think we could maybe. Let's try and get windy.com. This is gonna probably freeze on this, but I'm sorry this is gonna take so long. Just keep in mind this is a. Oh wait, I hope this does not say my address. Okay. Okay, so I mean, generally, let's get the wind gust here. This is the European model. This is, I know y'all can't see it. This is Thursday at 3 p.m. here. Just as a few examples here. Friday at 3 a.m. We're looking at some, I mean, pretty significant winds in some areas. A little bit spotty though as you get further to the west, but and definitely areas like Boston getting in on some pretty significant winds. I mean, even by the afternoon Friday, I mean, we see that for a while on Friday as well. Some just really strong winds on the GFS here. On the other hand, the GFS is going a lot harder with the winds. I mean, by 11 p.m. Thursday, we're already seeing widespread winds of like widespread wind gusts of like 50 to 60. So that's a pretty big deal right there. And it's all. I mean, yeah, we can see GFS has a lot more widespread wind. I mean, even like some areas getting like 60. So that's pretty significant. Definitely a pretty interesting wind event for the Northeast here. With this storm system, even all the way down to like the Carolinas, could see seeing some gusty winds with this, but nothing like what we're going to be seeing further into the Northeast. Overall, just some pretty gusty winds in the east here and ahead of the storm system. So now, let's go ahead and head back to the severe weather threat, because that's kind of the what the main deal of this whole storm system has been. And it's something we need to talk about. Just see what's going on. So we'll start with like we'll start the good old this area here and go out and see what we could be looking at tomorrow. Or actually, I kind of wanted to do this on Pivotal, but we'll take a look at forecasted reflectivity on this, and then we'll go over to Pivotal and take a look at like take some sounding so we can actually do a little bit of a thicker analysis. And by the way, I mean I filmed videos for the past 3 days on my actual computer. It's I mean most of them I get a frame every like 5 seconds. I mean I'm not posting something that's that bad. I hope this one's a little bit better though. I think this quality's. I mean I think this quality's okay. Maybe not. I mean I know it's a bit laggy, which I'm sorry, but yeah, before Oklahoma City gets snow, I mean, maybe we could be looking at some like severe storms in and around the Oklahoma City area. I mean, we can see we had dews. I mean, we have dews in like this almost in the 60s in Oklahoma City, which is high. Which is just taking forever. But I mean, yeah, we got dews in the this with load here. We have dews in Oklahoma City of almost 60 before it snows there, or before like the cold air comes in really quickly. So maybe even Oklahoma City, like overnight, Wednesday night and the Thursday morning, we could be seeing like a little bit of a severe weather threat. I mean, you are in that slight risk. And I mean, by Thursday afternoon, we can see we mainly have a line going from southern Illinois all the way down into the Gulf Coast. I mean, a very dynamic storm system here. I mean, look at that. We have snow right on the backside and severe weather right in front of it. I mean, overall, just a really dynamic storm system. Yeah, let's go over to Pivotal, though. This is just, okay. Yeah, I'm assuming this, okay, there we go. So we want the 000 run. And I just want to take some soundings so we can kind of get a good idea of the environment. See where we could be looking at the greatest tornado threat. That's definitely what we want to do. And here we are. So we go out to. We're gonna have to go all the way out to Thursday here, or like Wednesday night into Thursday. So Wednesday at 06C, we really start to maybe see the severe weather potential coming into areas of Texas. This is about midnight Wednesday night, and we can see we have there's some storms around, kind of around. I think that's. I don't want to say the wrong place, so I'm not even gonna say it. But let's just take a sounding real quick just to see. I didn't even take any soundings on my actual computers. I couldn't do it because it just took so long. And it would overheat, and then it just be terrible. But can't get one that's not contaminated here. It seems like. But maybe let's try one to the south here. Okay, a bit further away, but I mean we have definitely a little bit of a hail threat. A cap though, that's I don't know about that. It doesn't look that great. Start to get more organized storms though as we go into closer to sunrise. Storms going through the Wichita Falls area. We'll try and get a sounding in front of them, and everything is contaminated with this is stupid. Yep, literally everything is okay. We're gonna have to just go way out here. Okay, is this still contaminated? But I think this is okay. Get a little bit of an idea. We do have a weird. Okay, that's a weird inversion right there. But shear is there. Hodo looks okay, and a little bit of a Tor threat. I think the Tor threat will probably peak around that area of Texas, kind of. I think right to the north of the Dallas-Fort Worth area, kind of up towards the Oklahoma-Texas border. We'll see the greatest tornado threat. Yeah, I mean, we can see this. I mean, that shear, that Hodo, that's supportive of some tornadoes, of a little bit of a tornado threat, and yeah, overall just a mess as this moves further east, with severe weather. I mean, pretty much everything. Let's try and let's look at the Ohio Valley here. I feel like this will be a good. Yeah, this is perfect. All right. Yeah, we don't go down to the Gulf Coast, but it's fine. All right, so. Yeah, so by 10Z, I mean, this is 10Z, this is 12Z, this is around 6, 7 a.m., depending on your time zone. Has some storms going off in Arkansas in front of this. Doesn't really look to be like, I mean, the environment's there, it's just, this looks a little bit just disorganized. But I mean, yeah, maybe definitely a damaging wind threat, a little bit of a hail threat. So the further, generally the rule of thumb, further this line moves east, or the further this whole storm system moves east, the less of a hail threat we're going to be seeing. Kind of this general rule of thumb, though. There's a few exceptions to that. I think the greatest hail threat will be in Texas and Oklahoma, though. With this, maybe Arkansas, Louisiana, and then yeah, as low just moves to the northeast. We see this line, even some storms along the warm front there, which is what we're gonna want to watch that area. I mean, the shear is there. Okay, that's actually pretty impressive right there. Okay, that shear is definitely there. I mean, wherever this warm front sets up, kind of mid-morning to like around noon on Thursday. I mean, this is a really interesting area here. Areas of Arkansas, Missouri, Kentucky, Tennessee, for tornadoes, for a little bit of a tornado threat there. We take a look at the NAM 3, and just to see if it also has a event similar to this. Like, let's just see where the warm front is in the NAM 3, like where it's kind of setting up. Okay, so we see the warm front of the NAM 3 set up generally. This bit of load here. Okay, there we go. So it kind of sets up over generally like the same area. So 16, let's go to 16Z. NAM maybe has a little bit of a slower system, but definitely still likely. I mean, okay, that's not as good as what the HRRR had, but I do still want to, wherever we see that warm front kind of come together, which I like mid-morning, which I mean definitely seems like it's going to be kind of not far north. Like this area, okay, I still can't draw. But kind of like this area, I'm gonna really want to watch this area for a little bit of some enhanced tornado threat, a little bit of an enhanced tornado threat, kind of into the afternoon on Thursday. Um, I mean, further down the line, then we take one a sounding in northwest Louisiana. Yeah, but a little less of a tornado threat, but still damaging wind and some hail. Hail. So yeah, that's the severe weather threat. Let's just go ahead and play this out. So by Thursday night, this is around midnight Thursday night now. Has some snow flurries going on in Indiana, Ohio. Still have our line of storms coming from West Virginia down into Alabama. I do feel like it's gonna definitely be weakening at this as it moves kind of into central Alabama, North Georgia. Definitely, the SPC does still have a marginal severe weather threat in this area, so they are still thinking something's possible, and I generally agree with that. Uh, so, yeah, so that's the severe weather threat. I'm probably gonna wrap up the video here, uh, just to kind of keep it not on the on the long side here. Uh, but yeah, thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope y'all have a great day tomorrow. Please be safe. And yes, goodbye.